Hi children, this is your math teacher Jeevita. In the last video we learned what is fraction, how to write them and how to write them in words, and we also know now what is numerator and what is denominator. In this video also we will be continuing on fraction, but we will be learning something new about fraction now. You have to learn equivalent fraction first. So let me show you a small activity for showing what is equivalent fraction. So come. So you can observe three circles here, and they have divided into parts and some are shaded also in them. So first let us write what is the fraction of this. So what is the fraction of this? 2 parts shaded out of 4 parts. The fraction is 2 by 4. Now what is the fraction of this second one? 1, 2, 3. 3 parts out of 6 parts. So it is 3 by 6. Now let us go for the next one. I have 4 parts shaded out of 8 parts. So it is 4 by 8. But now forget about the parts, children. I'll just show you, turn and show you the paper. All are equal. Can you see that all are shaded half, half, half? So the numbers which are down, your fractions which you have, all are equal to each other. So these fractions are called equivalent fractions. So I'll say you more about this in the board now. So in the activity you saw the circles. First one was 2 by 4, second one was 3 by 6, and the third one was 4 by 8. And I said all these fractions are equal to each other. How will I get to know? Example, I give a number here 1 by 2, and I say I want an equal fraction for that. How will I find that? I can find it easily by multiplying both the numbers with one single number. That is, I can multiply with any number I want. Example, now I multiply this both numbers with 2, and here also I multiply with 2. Because both numbers I multiply with same 2 and 2. That is, what do I get now? 1 2s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So I will say 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4. Like that only I have got the numbers here. How will I get it? We'll check with this, okay? When do I get 8 and 4? 4 and 8. When I multiply this 2 with 2, I get 4. When I multiply 4 with 2, I get 8. So I multiply the same number to numerator and denominator. I got the equivalent fraction. So this is one method of finding equivalent fraction. Like this, if I multiply with 3 also, I get, children. I multiply with 3. What is the number I get? 2 3s are 6. What is the number now here? 4 3s are 12. So this number is also equal. This fraction is also a equivalent fraction for 2 by 4. So like this, if I multiply with 4, also I will get a different number here. So to take an equivalent fraction, what should I do? I should multiply the fraction and get the answer. This is one method. I have one more method to find the equivalent fraction. That is, example, I have 10 by 15. I can multiply with 2 and get the answer like 20 and 30. Yes, I can. So this is equal to this. But I can also divide also and find the answer. Let me divide and see. How to divide? I can't divide whichever number I like, because I should see both the numbers should be divided by one same number. So when I want to divide like that, I should check first in which table do I get these two numbers. So I get 10 also, 15 also in 5 ones are. So I should divide with 5 only. So when I divide with 5, what is the answer I get, children? 10 divided by 5 is 2. 5 divided by 15 is 3. So I get the equivalent fraction by dividing also. So two methods of finding equivalent fraction. What are they? By multiplying and by dividing. Multiplying, I can take any number, multiply, get the answer. But when I am doing division, I should check the numerator and denominator should be in same tables. If I have same tables, that table only I should take and divide. I can't divide with any number I like. Okay, children, you understood how to find equivalent fraction both the methods? Now we will go and write the exercise task. Now all of you will take page number 132, exercise 6.2. So what is the first main here? Draw the figures to show the equal fraction of half. So you saw in the example, no children, I had this figure here. I had the circles. This divided, I shaded half of it. This was divided into 6. In that half was shaded. And this was divided into 8. And half was shaded. Even though the numbers are different, this is 2 by 4, this is 3 by 6, this is 4 by 8. All these are half, because half is shaded in it. So these all are equal. That is what they are asking us to do here. They have given one figure. Okay, and they have given the fraction half. I should take the same figure, or I can take different figure also, but I am going to take the same figure. And I have to shade half, but not dividing into two parts. I have to divide it into different parts. You can see here, no? This is 4 parts, this is 6 parts, this is 8 parts. Like that, I have to divide it into different parts. So this is 1 by 2. I will not divide this 2 parts, I have to divide it into 4 parts and shade half of it. So what is this fraction now? 2 by 4. Like that, I want one more figure to be drawn. So I will rub it and write it into small. Okay. This is 1 by 2. This is 2 by 4. Now I will divide this box into, how much can I divide? I divide it into 8 parts. 1. I can also divide it into 6 parts also, but I should correctly shade the half of it. Means how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. What is half of 6? 3. So I will shade 3 box. It is 3 by 6. So I have shaded half of it, I have shaded half of it, I have shaded half of it. That is the main here. Now we go for the B1. Here they have only given you question and they have asked you to draw the figure like this, children. And there is one small mistake in the printing. Here you have 2 by 3. Here you have 2 by 3. It's not 2 by 3, children. You have to change it into 6. Okay. I write it again. It is 2 by 3. Cancel it like this. Write 6 here. 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 6. Not 2 by 3. Okay. It's a printing mistake. 2 by 6. Now let us take a figure. Let us take circle only or anything. You can take the box also. So I have to divide it into how many pieces? 3. I divide it into 3 pieces. And how many should I shade? 1. This is first figure. This should be equal to, again I take the same box, same size, divide it into 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have divided into 6 parts. How many parts should I shade? 2. I have shaded 2 parts. Now take the same size box and divide it into 9 pieces. 9 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many should I shade? 3. 1, 2, 3 parts I shade. So we finished drawing and we shaded the equal parts by different pieces. So this is go for third main. The third main is write 3 equivalent fractions for the given fractions by multiplication method. So you know how to find equivalent fractions by multiplication, no children? We will multiply and find like that 3 numbers I should find. How many fractions I should find? 3. So what I should do? I take the fraction and multiply that with first 2. I write the answer which I get. 3 2s are 6. 4 2s are 8. Now I will multiply the same fraction with 3. I write the answer. 3 3s are 9. 4 3s are 12. Now I will take the same fraction and multiply that with 4 and take the answer. 3 4s are 12. 4 4s are 16. So what are the answers I got? Equivalent fractions. The number here, here and here. These are my equivalent fraction for 3 by 4. So I write it as 3 by 4 is equal to 6 by 8, 9 by 12, 12 by 16. Okay? All are equal. I can write here also equal. They all are equal. Now similarly we do second one here. First I take the number multiply with which number? 2. What is the answer I get? 4 by 10. Now I will multiply the same number with 3. What is the answer I get? 6 by 15. Take the same number again, fraction, multiply with 4. What is the answer I get? 8 by 20. So I can write 2 by 5 is equal to 4 by 10 is equal to 6 by 15 is equal to 8 by 20. This is how I find equivalent fraction by multiplication method. Now let us find by division method. That is your B-main. We have to find equivalent fraction by division method. In division method, you don't find so many equivalent fractions. If you find one, that is enough. So how will I do? First check. In which table do I have 40 and 80? Don't consider 0, it will be big number for you. You just check 4 and 8. In which table you have 4 and 8? I have in 2 tables, no? So I divide this with 2 and 2. So what is the answer I get when I divide? See, I take division for 40 with 2. What is the answer I get? 2 2s are 4, 2 zeros are 0, 40. So what is the answer? 20. 20. Similarly, when I divide 80 by 2, I get 40. This is the equivalent fraction for that. Now we will go for second one here. With what number I should divide this? In which table I get 16 and 20 together? I get it in 4 ones. So I divide it with 4. Now when I divide 4 by 16 or 16 by 4, I get 4 as my answer. Divide 20 by 4, I get 5 as my answer. So my answer is 4 by 5. So we are clear with this main, children? B main. By this we have finished one exercise 6.2. Before going to the second exercise, that is 6.3, you have to learn something called comparison of fraction. Comparison is what, children? You compare with your brothers and sisters, no? Who is more, who is less? If your mama or papa gives you biscuit, you say, I got more biscuit. No, she got more biscuit. So that is comparing. For that, in fraction also you will compare the fractions. So let us see how to compare the fractions. Children, you can see here I have circle, okay? And I have like this 3 circles. And you saw all are of same size, right? Now, I have divided into different parts and I am going to shade it into different parts, okay? So first one, I have 1 by 6. What I have? 1 by 6. That is 1 by 6. Next one, I am going to divide it with, let me divide it into 3. I am going to shade 3 parts here. That is 3 parts out of 8 parts. So it is 3 by 8. 3 by 8. Or to make it much more easier, I am going to shade only one part in this, okay? So I am going to take one part out of 8 parts. So shaded one part. So I will take 1 by 8 again, okay? 1 by 8. So now next one, I am going to shade. Again I am going to shade only one part, but out of 4 parts. Again I am going to shade one part out of 4 parts. Now I have to check which is more, which is less. So by seeing this only you can know, say now children, which part is shaded very less. Here I can see this part is shaded very less, no? Here I can see I have scratched the smallest part, and here also I have scratched this, and here I have scratched this. Okay, now say me which circle is having more unshaded part, means which is having more here. I can see this is having more. When I compare all these 3, this is more, greater, because only so much is taken here. Actually,
remove your hands.
I explain.
Now finish our lesson.
A fraction with same numerator and different denominator, I should see the smallest denominator, that is 2. So this 1 by 2 will be the biggest. If I have smallest denominator, that fraction is the biggest. So you understand children, with the smallest denominator, the number is fraction is biggest. So 1 by 2 is the biggest here. Okay, and then which is the next one? 3 here. So 1 by 3. So this is more. So I will write crocodile mouth up here. Okay, 1 by 2 is more than 1 by 3 because the number having smallest denominator will be the biggest fraction. Okay. Now you understood this, no? We'll go for the exercise. So first thing you have Amy. The heading is circle the greatest of the given fraction. So here you have to circle the greatest here. So but I don't have numerator same, no. I learned with numerator same. When denominator is same, I teach you that. Come on. So when denominators are same, right? And numerators are different. It is simple, children. This is very simple, children, because numerator you have to compare like normal numbers. How you compare? Which is bigger in this? 6 is bigger. So this is the biggest fraction. Okay? Like that. If you have one more example. Which is the biggest fraction in this? 10 is the biggest number. I circle 10. So if you have denominator same, simple how you compare normal numbers you will compare. But when you have numerator same and denominator different, it is ulta. Okay, means opposite. Which is the smallest number? That That is my biggest fraction. Okay, I am circling bigger. Which is bigger, I am circling that. Okay. Here I circled 6 by 4 because numerator 6 is more. Here I circled 1 by 2 because denominator I should see now. When I have different denominators, the smallest denominator will be the bigger number. You understood this, children? Now we will go for the main. Circle the biggest in this. Which is bigger? Numerator, no? Normal numbers. Which is bigger in this? 3 by 4. Now go for the next one. B1. In this numerator are same. So I should check the denominator. When I want to check the denominator, which is the bigger one I should circle? Which is having the less denominator number. So this is my bigger number. Now go for C1. This is having same denominator. So numerators I should see. When I want to see numerator, I will see the normal number type. So 3 by 5 is my bigger. Now come to B main. You have to draw the signs. You know the signs now, children? Greater than, lesser than, equal to. We will draw the crocodile mouth. Okay. So check which is bigger in this. Which is bigger, children? Denominators you should check. So which is having small denominator? That is my big fraction. So which is small denominator? 7 is having small denominator. So this is my biggest one. Go for the second here. I have different denominator, different denominators and numerators. Both are different. What should I do now? I should take the equivalent fraction. That is, see, if I multiply 2 with 2 and 1 also with 2, what do I get here? I get 2 by 4. 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So both are equal. So I have to draw equals to in this. You clear with this, children? We'll go for the C1. Now, denominators are same. I have to check numerator. Means like normal numbers. Which is greater than 3 and 5? 5 is greater. Now come for B1. Numerators are same here. So what should I do? Ulta. Which is small denominator, that is bigger number. Small denominator is 2. So I should open my crocodile mouth here. This is my bigger number. Understood, children? Other 4 sums you will work out. Even in this exercise, which I have not done, that means you should do it in the textbook. After this, when we are meeting in the interactive session, I will be asking what is the answer for this. Everybody will get a chance to answer. So please keep it ready, okay? And keep it ready before you come for interactive session. Now we'll end this video here. In the next video, we'll learn little more about fractions. Thank you, children.